Okay, students, welcome again. Here I am Nurul Hadi, lecturer of Government College of Management Sciences, Peshawar. In this video, uh, I'm going to solve annual paper 2011 question 2. Here is part A. Determine the firm total asset turnover if its net profit margin is 5%, total assets are 8 million, and return on investment is 8%. So let's start to solve it. Okay, so what is required here? Total asset turnover. Total asset turnover profit margin is 5%. Total assets are 8 million. Return on investment, it is also called return on assets, is 8%. So we can solve it using DuPont equation, and in DuPont equation we have equation number 2, return on assets is equal to profit margin multiplied by total asset turnover. So return on asset is 8%, profit margin is 5%. Profit margin is 5%, and total asset turnover we will calculate. So it's a basic maths equation. Total asset mean this 5% is multiply here, so on another side it will be divided. So total asset turnover would be equal to 8% divided by 5%. So total asset turnover is equal to 1.6 times. So it is first part. And second part, in part B, it's required here that the Filton company has 8% return on asset. Total assets are 300,000 and the net profit margin is 5%. What are its say? Very simple question, very easy question. The data is return on asset is 8%. Total assets are 300 million. Profit margin is 5%. Sale would be calculated. So we know that return on assets is equal to net income divided by asset. Return on asset is given that is 8%. Net income would be calculated for the purpose of to calculate sale using profit margin ratio. So we need net income here. So net income divided by assets. So we have assets, that is net income divided by 300,000. So now it is basic equation here that 8%, this 300 would be multiplied with 8%, net income would be 300,000 multiplied by 8%. So net income is how much? Net income is 24,000. Now we can calculate sale using profit margin. Profit margin is equal to net income divided by sale. So profit margin is 5%, net income is 24,000. Sale would be calculated by cross multiplication. Sale is equal to how much? 24,000 divided by 5%. So sale would be how much? Sale would be 4,000 and 480,000, right? So this is the required sale. In the same question there is part C is also required. Use the following data and calculate what? Retention ratio, payout ratio, net income for the next year, and the total dividend payout. So we can solve this using additional fund needed. Additional fund needed is equal to what? Required increased in asset minus spontaneous increase in liability minus increase in retained earning. In question, the data is given that the required increase asset, that is asterisk divided by S naught. It is given, that is how much, that is 2. It is given in question. And spontaneous increase in liability, that is asterisk divided by S naught, that is how much, 0.5. And also growth is given, that is 50%. Profit margin is also given, that is how much, that is 0.25, right? Additional fund needed is also given, that is 600 million. And S naught in the current sale is also given, that is 1000 million. So let's solve this question. This data was given in question. So using the additional fund needed formula, additional fund needed is equal to asterisk divided by S naught into change in sale minus asterisk divided by S naught change in sale minus profit margin S1 into retained earning. With the help of this model, we can calculate retained earning or retention ratio. So we need here what, S1. S1 is equal to S naught plus S naught multiplied by growth. S naught is 1000 plus 1000 multiplied by 50%. So how much is the next year sale? 1500 million. We also need change in sale. Change in sale is equal to S1 minus S naught, mean 1500 minus 1000, that is equal to 500 million. Now we put the value in this model, mean additional fund needed is given 600 minus 2 into 500 minus 0.5 into 500, it is in million, okay, and minus 0.25 into 1500 into RR would be calculated. So 600 is equal to 1000 minus 250 minus 375 RR. It is in million, all figure is million. 600 is equal to 750 minus 375 RR. So now this 75 is plus here, on another side it would be minus 600 minus 750 is equal to minus 375 RR. This is retained earning. So minus 150 is equal to minus 375 retained earning. Okay, so retention ratio is equal to minus 150 divided by minus 375 minus. Okay, using calculator I get right how much, 0.4. So retention ratio is how much, 0.4. So now we can easily calculate the payout ratio. The payout ratio is equal to 1 minus retention ratio, 1 minus 0.4, that is equal to 0.6. We have calculated this. Now we can also calculate net income for the next year. Net income for next year is equal to, we can calculate with the help of profit margin. Profit margin is equal to net income divided by sale. So profit margin is 0.25, net income would be calculated, and sale is 1500, right? So net income for the next year is equal to 1500 multiplied by 0.25, that is how much, that is 375 million, right? At the end we can calculate the last requirement, that is dividend dividend for the next year. That would be dividend paid 375 million out of 0.60 is paid out, so it is equal to 225 million. That is the end of this question number 2. Thank you for watching this video.